Welcome back to the CryptoFather channel. Today's the 9th of July. Quick look at the charts and then we're going to jump into the articles and news. We're having a bit of a stall. Bitcoin stalled, everything's kind of just hanging in the air, not moving anywhere for whatever reason. I'll be talking about that. I'll be talking about the possible reason. But the market cap is at $3.4 trillion, $62 billion in trading volume, which is not very high. It's pretty low compared, considering that it used to be 140,000 or 140 billion to $200 billion in trading volume, and right now it's only a meager $62 billion. Bitcoin at $106,000, kind of stalled right here. Ethereum retraced just when Bitcoin had that little retracement over the past week. Ethereum dropped all the way to 2,400, I think. And the other altcoins are not really moving all that much. Cardano is stuck below $1 at 67 cents, and we're all waiting. Everybody's just waiting on the sidelines, waiting for these prices to be at where they were at in their all-time highs. Cardano was at, I think, $3 almost, and right now it's like it can't even break above $1. It's absolutely devastating to watch these prices just kind of being dormant as they are. Bitcoin chart is not looking very different. We had the 7 weeks pump and a retracement. Now right now we are in the right now we have a green candle on the weekly, and it is Bitcoin remains basically above the Fibonacci support and below the upper line here of the trend. Bonk has released a game, so if you're holding Bonk, if you are a fan of Bonk, you can get over it now and start playing. You have to fiddle around with finding it. Basically go to X and go to Linktree here, and then it's right here, Bonk. Play Bonk Arena. You can play it on your mobile or on your PC. The only thing, it uses the Phantom wallet. The only thing you need is some Bonk in your wallet or Solana in your wallet to pay the gas fees that are implemented on the game. But basically you can earn some Bonk while playing the game. Connect your wallet. It looks pretty decent. So that's what you can do right now with Bonk. But the reason for Bitcoin stalling is probably this. Bitcoin faces over $1 billion in daily profit taking. So all the holders, all the people that were holding Bitcoin for the long term, the spot holders, are now finally taking profits. Bitcoin's recent retreat from its local high of 111,000 is being driven by seasoned holders cashing out substantial amounts. According to Glassnode, sellers, mostly intra-cycle participants who bought earlier in the rally, have pushed realized profits to $1.47 billion per day at the recent peak. This level of profit-taking, adjusted to exclude internal exchange flows, marks the fifth wave this cycle in which daily profit realization exceeds the $1 billion threshold. So that's a lot of money that is being taken out of the market, which is why it's keeping Bitcoin and everything else kind of in a phase of dormancy. But the profit taking is becoming more tempered. Broader implications. Glassnode's analysis assessed the trend using a 90-day simple moving average of the net realized profit normalization by Bitcoin's market cap. According to Glassnode, profit realization intensity has shifted over cycles as the market matures. So between the year 2015 and 2018, the cycle lasted 25 months, peaked above 0.5% of market cap. Between 2020 and 2022 cycle, the bull market ran for 20 months, peak reached at 0.15%, and current cycle 23 till today now is 18 months with two peaks around 0.1% of market cap. So this is it seems like the cycles are getting shorter and shorter. This decreasing peak trend suggests profit realization has become more disciplined, possibly reflecting reduced volatility, better capital management, and the influence of institutional investors rather than boom-bust euphoria. The market may be undergoing a structured rotation of capital, signaling greater maturity in the asset class. Whatever the case may be, that's a lot of money that is being taken out every day, but there's also a lot of institutional money coming in. But that's the reason why Bitcoin is stalling. According to Dan Crypto Trades, the Bitcoin liquidation chart is telling the same story as the charts where the big liquidity clusters are lining up nicely with important key levels. Below 100k and Thursday's low is where things can really accelerate and see continuation of this current correction. But above 112 and into new all-time highs is where price would find a solid cluster of liquidity as well from shorts that have accumulated during this time. It's also likely that there's a lot of stops placed above that point. The CEO of Blockstream, Adam Back, has an idea on how BlackRock could send Bitcoin to $1 million. So these outlandish forecasts are already beginning to pile up. So maybe it's time to be a bit more cautious. I'm still waiting for that last push for Bitcoin and other altcoins because that really hasn't solidified yet. It hasn't really happened yet. So hopefully that's coming soon and it's not gonna leave us in the dust once again. Referring to BlackRock's ongoing rollout of a 2% Bitcoin allocation within diversified portfolios, Back argues that such exposure, if adopted by major asset managers, could alone drive the price of Bitcoin to 7 figures. But of course, this is based on the assumption that the likes of BlackRock do adopt a 2% Bitcoin allocation for the portfolios, which may not necessarily be the case. Even with BlackRock's 2% allocation, according to Back, even if BlackRock's allocation is only 2%, that should push Bitcoin to $1 million. He added that this price could be achieved even before Wall Street reaches a 10% adoption threshold, emphasizing how limited supply and growing institutional demand form a powerful pricing dynamic. Here's where Bitcoin could face some serious sell pressure. As Bitcoin struggles to push decisively above $111,000, on-chain data from Glassnode suggests that market is entering a fragile price discovery phase. With long-term holders gradually selling into strength, analysis now point to a growing probability of a short-term correction, particularly in the absence of a strong bullish catalyst. This article looks at the spent supply quantiles. The 0.95 quantile, currently at 103,000, represents the top 5% of spent supply and is acting as the first major on-chain support zone. Below it, the 0.85 quantile at 95 is seen as the next structural level. A substantial breach of this zone could signal a deeper risk of environment. So basically, if Bitcoin broke below 95,000 again, we'd probably see a significant retracement. Historically, Bitcoin price tends to consolidate in bullish sideways phases between 85 and 95 quantiles. When the asset trades above 95, euphoric conditions often follow. Conversely, sustained trading below 75 quantile typically marks bearish phases or periods of investor caution. In conclusion, momentum hinges on the 103,000 to 114,000 range, with a large portion of supply having changed hands near current price levels. Market behavior within the $97,000 and $114,000 range will determine whether bulls regain control or further disruption sets in. A breakdown below the 95,000 zone could confirm a broader reset, while a breakout above 140 may ignite momentum. So these are the two price ranges that we're looking at for Bitcoin to continue its momentum and for the bull run to continue. JP Morgan has something to say. He warns of a slowdown gradually seeping up and spreading across US economy despite job growth topping estimates. According to JP Morgan, the US economy is in a worse shape than it actually is. In a new CNBC interview, JP Morgan chief global strategist David Kelly says that hard data is suggesting that the US economy is losing steam despite adding 139,000 jobs in May. But under the hood, Kelly points out that the Labor Department revised job gains in March and April, while noting that the US lost hundreds of thousands of jobs last month. This was a lot softer than the headline suggested. To me, the one issue is that we saw over 600,000 jobs lost according to the household survey. That's very volatile, but that was a negative signal. The other thing is cutting 95,000 jobs out of the prior 2 months. So we've only averaged 124,000 jobs so far this year per month. For the first 5 months of the year, it was 168,000 last year. So things may be looking a lot worse for the US economy than the news would like us to believe. And finally, 2025, most dangerous year for crypto holders. Here's why. Cryptocurrency ownership has never been this dangerous according to this graph. According to Alex Thorne, 2025 is on track to be the most dangerous year ever for crypto owners. More than 25 documented physical attacks against crypto owners this year, and the year isn't even halfway done. This is the chart that they've come up with, listing global crypto extortions by year and country. And if the current rate continues, 2025 is extremely likely to overtake 2021, thus becoming the most dangerous year to date. This year, of course, is not even halfway done. That's the main idea. There have been more than 25 documented physical attacks against cryptocurrency owners this year. Countries like the United Arab Emirates and India have seen a noticeable uptick in reported extortions. As reported by U-Today, Satoshi collaborator Marty Sirius Malmi recently suggested the idea of creating the so-called Bitcoin Mossad in order to protect long-term holders by going after criminals. The most high-profile criminal case involved the kidnapping of David Ballade, co-founder of cryptocurrency wallet firm Ledger. The French entrepreneur was abducted from his home together with his wife in January before being rescued by authorities. Another prominent case involved a failed kidnapping of the daughter of another well-known cryptocurrency entrepreneur from France. French authorities have now stepped up protection for crypto entrepreneurs in light of the recent incidents that attracted widespread media coverage. And this is where the insurance policies begin to bloom and boom again. That's it for today's report. Make sure to smash the likes on this video, subscribe to the channel. Come back tomorrow for more updates. There's going to be more news, more updates on the crypto front. Remember to pick up a Descent wallet, store your crypto on a Descent wallet. Get them with a discount right now with the CryptoFather ref link below the video. Remember, not your keys, not your wallet. Stay safe, stay secure, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a good one.